Hey, artsy friends. Welcome to my second composition notebook art journal series. I've called it Drippy Doodles. That's kind of like what I titled the page, but I'm going to do something really fun and random today. Random selection. But first, I'm going to start by using this banana cream yellow Deco Art Americana brand. I love this color. And I'm using my new tool that in my last video, I'm like, I don't know what to call it. Is it a silicone brush? And someone said it's a catalyst tool. I like that. That sounds way fancier than silicone brush, but I really like it. It creates an easy way to smooth things onto the page. And I haven't tried it yet with stenciling, but I think that will be super fun. So with this graph paper background, a lot of times you can see through the paint and some of that graph paper shows through, which I like because it adds another dimension to the page. But there's sometimes I want the color to be a little more solid or thick. So I tried to thicken up the color in most of these places. So I'm just doing the bottom half or the bottom 2/3 of the page because I had this idea to do some vertical lines, kind of drippy style, and I thought it'd be fun to do a blind draw. So I'm getting first I'm starting with my bigger 5M Posca markers, and I'm covering them up with a towel, and then I'm just gonna reach in and randomly choose a color, and that's how I'm going to determine my color pattern across the page. So it's funny I picked this one first because it's probably my favorite color that goes with this banana yellow color. I really like how these two colors go together. I would tell you the name of this blue color of Posca marker, but the set that I ordered has only Japanese writing on it. So I would have to go back and study my Japanese, or maybe I could take a picture of it with Google Translate or something to see what color they call this color. But I really like this color. Oh, wait, I think I have the same color in the smaller size, which is in English. So it's aqua green. Yes. Or it has like 5 different languages. Verde aquila, akia. Verde, I can't read them all. Merino. Oh, yeah, merino's yellow. I know some foreign language, right? Mm-hmm. Sure. So I'm just randomly selecting the colors, like I said, and then creating lines down my page. I decided to turn them around because every time I kind of lifted up the towel a little bit, I kind of saw the colors and I'm like, I don't want to cheat. So I flipped them all around. And then once I use them, I put them up at the top so I don't reuse the same ones. This is also just a great way to check and make sure that all my markers are still good and none of them have dried out or they're empty. And also, I think just using them, like with Posca markers, occasionally keeps them healthy, keeps them flowing. Okay, so now I've used all of my 5M Posca markers, and so next I'm going to grab my 3M Posca markers, and they're already in a container, so I'm just throwing the towel over the top. And look, I picked the same color that I started with last time. I thought that was kind of funny. You know, if you're like a statistical math nerd, you can tell me like what's the probability of that happening. Of course, you'd have to know exactly how many markers I had in the first group and the second group. Okay, I'm thinking like a homeschool mom. Sorry. So, if you can do me a favor, if you enjoy my channel, will you do all the things to tell YouTube that they should keep showing my videos? You know, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I never started this channel with the idea that I was going to, make money. It's always just been for fun, kind of a hobby. But I did just get monetized. So sorry, I have to put in some ads in there. And I wouldn't even do it if not for the fact that I might have to go get a job soon. And I thought, if enough people enjoyed my videos, maybe I wouldn't have to go get a job. So anyway, you do you. Okay, so now I'm moving on to another set of markers. But as I grab my metallic set, I realized that I had somehow missed one of the thin 3M, the brown 3M. So now these are metallics. They're very, very fine lined. So these lines are going to be skinnier. For the record, I am not opposed to going and getting a job. I have nothing against hard work. I just probably won't have as much time to do my art journaling and make my videos, and that would be sad as well. But I know a lot of you are working people, and hey, I have been very fortunate that I have been able to stay home with my kids and homeschool and do all that stuff, and I have enough time to art journal and make videos. But might be in a season where I've got to put that on pause for a little bit, which is okay. Anyway, I'm trying to justify myself. I don't want to feel like a spoiled child, even though I am a little bit spoiled. Okay, I'm going to grab my last set of acrylic markers, which is a cheap set. It might even be two sets that I got from Temu, like, I don't know, a year and a half ago. So we're going to do the same thing. And a lot of these I have not used in a long time since I've kind of converted to Posca markers. But I was really impressed that a lot of them still had a lot of good paint and flow to them. A couple of them were bad, and I tossed them in the trash. So that just is nice, because then I know exactly what is still working. Okay, I was mistaken. That was not my last set of acrylic markers, but these are just more of like a felt tip acrylic. They're not, you don't prime it, and so the tip does not work as well. Anyway, so that's all my drippies, and now I'm going to doodle around in my yellow space below, and I'm thinking circles. So this might be a good time to ask you, I would love your feedback to let me know if you enjoy the pace of my videos. I edit a lot of like the pauses, and sometimes I speed things up really fast, and sometimes, usually I don't go less than double speed. Like I think this is at a 2. But let me know, do you think it's just right? Would you like it to go faster or slower? I want to hold people's attention, but I also don't want the video to feel too rushed. I want it to feel relaxing, like you could kind of just be doing your thing while you're watching. So let me know in the comments. Okay, you can always add as much or little detail to a page as you want. I tend to be very detailed. I enjoy the process, and then I don't know, for me, I just keep going until it just feels right. I don't know. And that's usually usually with a lot of detail. But a lot of people don't like that much detail. They think it's too busy or overwhelming, and they prefer a simpler look to their art, which is totally fine. This is all about just enjoying the process, enjoying what you like. So for me, I like a lot of detail. So I use this white Uniball pen, which I have a love-hate relationship with, because when they work well, I love them, and when they don't, I hate them. So it's finding a fine tip white marker is or pen is quite a challenge, because sometimes they work great, or they work great at first and then they either dry out, or maybe the tip gets ruined or whatever. But I've had these pens for a while, and so I decided not to give up on them, and I'm still making marks with them. And then I'm going back over with just a white Posca, which is kind of my never fail. Poscas just are very reliable, so that's nice. So I have a couple of fine tip white Poscas, and some. I have a 3M, a 5M, and a 1M. I think is my smallest. I really like that one. Well, I feel like I've done everything I can possibly do to this page, so it is complete. I hope that you enjoyed watching my process, that you're inspired to go make some art, and that you'll come back and hang out with me again. Remember to count your blessings. Have a good day.